Hi Bronx, welcome to Featured Fridays. My name is Oscar Margain, and today we're recording off campus. We're guests at the Baptist Student Ministry, and joining us are Robert Rueda, the director of BSM, Carla Reyes, she is a UTPA student and a psychology major, and Arnulfo Garza, who is a UTPA alumni. Let's start with you, Robert. What is BSM? And introduce that to us.
The BSM is a Christian student organization on campus. We've been around since around 1955, and we are a Christian organization, and it stands for Baptist Student Ministry, which is all the churches in the state of Texas that are represented, and we're part of the BSM.
Carla, what is BSM to you?
I think the BSM to me is kind of just a community of people that are growing together, that are encouraging each other to seek God and learn more about Him. And, you know, everyone's in a different place in their lives, but somehow we can, you know, come together as a kind of like a, you know, as friends or just peers during our college years to just get to explore our spiritual life.
Arnulfo?
Yeah, well, as Robert said, the main thing about BSM is it's a Christian organization on campus. And so I would say that the most important things or aspects of the BSM is that, you know, students that already believe in God, how can they explore and grow in their faith? And those that are not, and maybe are just exploring, that they can also come and see how they can get involved, or how they can maybe explore along with us what God has to say in their student career, and hopefully after that as well.
I see. What are some of the activities that the BSM is best known for on campus?
I think our traditional free lunch. We always say the tradition goes on because I believe since the 1960s we've been serving free lunch. And basically the idea behind free lunch is just a place to get together, to take a break during the week, and just hang out with each other, eat a nice meal, and also just hear relevant topic from a biblical perspective. So that's one of the key events. And also our journey groups or Bible studies, where students can come and learn about the Bible and just grow with each other, pray with each other, and encourage each other.
How does BSM manage to sustain itself with all these costly events? I mean, you were giving out free fajita plates to like 1,000 students last week, and you know the weekly events, etc. How does BSM fund that?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. It is a lot of people that are Christians from the state of Texas that believe in God and want to show God's love to college students. So they pretty much come together and embrace not only this BSM, but BSMs all over the state of Texas and the United States. And you know, they have similar events where they can come together. So it's pretty much Baptist churches from the state of Texas that just come together to show some love to college students.
Carla, why choose BSM? How did you become part of this student ministry?
I actually wasn't really looking to be part of a Christian organization, although I have a strong relationship with God. But what actually ended up happening was I had a friend that started coming to the BSM that was invited by another person. And they started liking it, and they would come, and I was kind of curious about, you know, what's the BSM and why is my friend, you know, so why does he like it so much? And so he invited me, and I checked it out, and I liked it. I liked being here because I liked being in an environment where I could learn and grow with my relationship with God, and where I can also be around people my age that are going through the same things that I'm going through, that can help me and encourage me in my faith.
And Arnulfo, what has been your involvement at BSM? What is the most memorable experience you can think of?
Well, I just graduated in December, but I was involved, I guess, the 4 years that I was here. At that time, Robert had just started as director of BSM, and so I wouldn't say I have one memorable experience. I would say I had many memorable experiences, and it was just they're experiences that really kind of shaped who I became. And so it was really good because being involved with the BSM not only helped me with my studies and things like that as I came and I asked questions with other friends and stuff like that, but it also helped me to grow as a person, you know. And so as I was serving others, as I was getting involved in serving my community and serving the community of students as well, and doing things like that, and just, I guess it helped not only in my school and grades and stuff like that, but also in my faith. And I already came from a strong, I guess, background in faith and stuff like that. And so this really kind of helped me put to action everything that I profess to believe. So
I see. Would you say that one of the memorable moments was your trip to Spain?
Well, with the BSM, there's a missions organization, so they allow you to, I guess, to travel or to serve not only in your community but also abroad. So it was a really good experience. It was a really good experience because after I graduated, I was looking to find a job or something like that. And when I was presented with the idea, at first it seemed overwhelming because I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it. But through the BSM and the Go Now missions opportunity, they provide a certain amount of funds, and then you raise the other part. And so while I was there, I was able to serve with churches in Spain, and I was able to serve with students. And it was really good because it was already something that I had been doing here. So it wasn't like I was doing something different or I was trying to be someone I wasn't. It was I had already been doing that here, and so I just went and did it in Spain. So yeah, it was a really good experience. It really helped develop my faith and really gave me a different, I guess, aspect and a new perspective of life and culture and all these things. And I was able to travel while I was in Spain. So it really helped me to see other countries, to see, you know, how God works not only here but in other countries as well, and just how people are, and you know, things that people deal with and struggle with, and all these things in other countries as well, you know, and how that is different from ours.
Right. And Carla, you went to Cuba, correct? We were just talking about that. And how was that experience for you?
I actually did that trip to Cuba this past summer, and it was an amazing experience because Cuba is a country that has a completely different culture, and at the same time they have a lot of things that are in common with us. And so I got to learn about the differences in culture and also the things that we have alike. And it was a really good learning experience because it taught me a lot of things about being grateful for what I have, and also about how I can also get to know people in other countries and have a bond with them. And I would do it all over again. In fact, I would love to go back to Cuba or to another country to serve.
I see. I bet when you travel that you confront another set of challenges, you know, as a student or as a missionary, and etc. But talking about challenges, what are the challenges here at BSM that BSM faces while trying to grow and expand? Like, how do you get students genuinely interested and then turn them into members? Anybody of you can answer that question.
Well, we're not wanting to have members for our organization. Our organization is open to anybody that wants to come. And I think one of the challenges is simply for all students just to get the idea that they're all welcome, that, you know, there's not a specific requirement to be part of other than just being a student at UTPA, and just coming over here and just giving it some time. You know, we get a lot of students that come for the very first time, and one of the first questions that they ask is, do I have to be a Baptist to be involved with the BSM? And we always tell them no. No, I mean, that's just simply our name, but we have students from all walks of life, from all cultural backgrounds, from many countries. So everybody is welcome. And I think if you were to ask me what would be one challenge, it would be that, just simply to communicate to students like everybody's welcome.
With BSM, we try to focus on the things that we have in common rather than things that, you know, would separate us, and even in regards to denominations within the Christian, you know, faith. And so usually it's more about, you know, doing, and more about serving together and doing all these things together. And I think when you focus on what we agree with, the agreements are so much bigger than the disagreements. I mean, sometimes within a denomination there's a small disagreement with another one. But when you focus on the major things, on who God is and how important it is for others to hear and things like that, then it really kind of just puts off everything that, in a sense, kind of separates us.
I think that the growth of our organization is very organic. It just happens naturally. We don't We don't do anything. We believe God brings the growth, but like what Arnold was saying, just that welcoming aspect of our organization and the openness to welcome everybody, it just makes it very organic, and I think that's the reason why our organization is so big.
A question for Carla and for Arnulfo: what would you like to accomplish before you graduate, and how do you see yourself after graduating? And
I just want to continue serving and ministering here at the BSM, being involved and being a part of it, because it's just about growing in your relationship with God, and also helping others that are interested in also getting to know God. And that's just a really awesome thing to do with your life. And I'm hoping to just allow God to use me in whatever ways He wants to. And then after graduation, I guess I'll just wait and see where life leads, where God leads, because I think this to me is like a stepping stone for the future. There are things that I'm learning here at the BSM that will help me later on in life. Mm-hmm. And so that to me is what makes this a great experience.
And you mentioned you're an alumni, you already graduated, but you keep coming to BSM. What do you wish to accomplish here at BSM now that you've graduated, and how do you see that carrying on throughout your life?
Well, I guess I see it carrying on in the sense that, hopefully one day I can make enough money to be able to support some of these guys that go out, and do missions and do things that I used to do when I was a student, and they were very significant to me. So I guess in that sense, that would be the follow-through. And obviously I believe in this so much that I was already seeking to get a job and stuff like that. But when I was told about maybe serving a year and taking some time off to just invest in students and stuff like that, then yeah, I was willing to do it because I know the importance of it. So yeah, my service at the BSM during the time that I was a student was very significant and very impactful, and I guess in my decisions that I do now and that I make now and things like that. And so enough so where I was willing to serve a year, with BSM and spend that year with students, and their lives. So
one of the goals that we have when a student participates at the BSM, and the vision that we have is, today a college student, tomorrow a young professional committed to God, committed to serving his community, making a difference. So we have alumni that are doctors, that are engineers, that are teachers, that are physical therapists. We have alumni from all walks of life, and that are currently married, having a family, serving their community, and that's what we want to see. We want to see students that were one day here at the center playing ping pong, one day saving somebody's life in an operating room, or teaching the next generation in the classrooms, and doing that with all their hearts as if they're doing it for God.
Well, on that note, we'll have to end the show now. That's all the time we have. And if you're not a member of BSM and are interested in BSM, I personally also invite everybody who doesn't know about it to come over, as you all have and have greeted me, and just take a look at what they do and what they have to offer. Reach out to BSM, and you have the contact on the screen. So every Thursday at noon, they'll have free lunch. And as they mentioned, every single day they have activities for all students here at UTPA. Check out this episode also on our YouTube channel, Bronc TV News, and make sure you also watch all the other segments from Bronc TV. That's all the time we had. I'm Oscar Margain. Thank you very much. Thank you all for inviting us, and speaking to me. So
thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.